What's up everyone, Brad here with the Money Dad channel. In this video I want to talk about Riot Blockchain again. Yes, I am doubling down. This is the second video in a row on Riot, stock ticker RIOT. So I've got it pulled up in TradingView, and by the way, I am going to have one more stock at the end of this video. This is going to be a quick video too. There's just a small update on Riot because I just made a video on it. So this is going to be a quick update because we have two more candlesticks. I want to give you guys an update because this pattern is still valid despite this stock significantly selling off since my video that I made 2 days ago. I'm going to show you why the pattern is still valid, and then at the end of this video I'm going to give you guys kind of a bonus stock chart. So it has nothing to do with Riot. It's a totally different stock. I just figured I wanted to throw it in there to I don't know, just give you guys another stock to look at. You know, a lot of people that watch my videos, they are searching for that specific stock and then they find my channel for the first time ever. So I wanted to throw in another stock at the end of this one just to maybe give you guys a new perspective or eyes on a different stock other than the one that you're searching for. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. It'll be super quick, I promise. Just like my coverage on Riot. If you want full coverage on this pattern, please go back to my channel, watch the video that I just posted prior to this video. It was just a couple of days ago, and I will do you can see a full video on Riot. In this video I just want to talk about the last couple of days of activity because one, it changes the pattern a little bit, but two, the activity was so significant to the downside. There is a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people are saying, well, you know, that didn't work out. Well, actually I want to show you guys this is still fine. Right, so look at this candlestick that we put in today right here. Look where we bottomed out in the middle of the day, right? This wick at the bottom of this candlestick is the intraday low, and look where that hit. Wouldn't you know it, it nailed that bottom support right there. Just absolutely nailed it. And then we pulled all the way back up here into the middle of the wedge to close out the day at that $48.11. I mean, it could not have been more perfect to come down here and hit this support, right? And this is what I said in my video 2 days ago. I said I am not buying this stock yet. I wanted to wait for further confirmation. When we were back here, we were above this wedge. I wanted to see one more candlestick, and I said in the prior video, I said I don't want a crazy day. I don't want a huge up day, and I don't want a huge down day. If it's just kind of, you know, a couple of percent in either direction, or if it's kind of flat going in sideways, that is what I wanted. We did not get that. We got a huge down day, and that was the indicator to me at that time that it told me now's not the time to buy. And I said that in the video. And wouldn't you know it, the next day we came all the way back down and tested our support right here. Almost perfect. So what does this mean for the pattern? If you remember in the video that I posted 2 days ago, I originally started this pattern with this resistance line in a different spot, and I said, you know what, I don't think this is the right spot. I'm gonna move it down a little bit to connect this high with this high with this high right here, and that had this resistance cutting through here and this green candlestick being our breakout. That was the second option that I showed, right? The first option was all the way up here, and I said I don't think that's correct. Well, now that we have a couple more candlesticks of data, it is starting to look like the first option that I showed may have been correct. And let me show you. We move this resistance line back up here, right? And now we're connecting this high with this high with this high, right? This is no longer that third high. This is the third high now. And now we have a new wedge, right? And it looks pretty clean. We have our third touchdown now. Remember in the first video on Riot that I made a couple of days ago, I said we've only got 2 touchdowns down here on this support right here. And I said it was fine, and sometimes it is, but now we have a third touchdown. and that officially creates a trend line. A trend line is not official. It's not a real trend line until you have 3 points touching, right? Sometimes we make trend lines on 2 points because it looks really good, and sometimes that's fine, but it's not a true trend line until you have at least 3 touching points. Okay, so we have 3 touching points down here, we have 3 touching points up here. This is starting to look more and more and more legit. It looks really good now. I'm not saying that we're definitely going to the moon here. I mean, anything can happen. We're still in this zone. I'm still not buying Riot. I will not buy Riot until we break out above this top resistance right here. We close a candlestick above it, and then we close another candlestick above it. That is what I'm looking for. Okay, but I will say the 2 down days that we had over the last 2 days since the last video that I made look totally fine. We pulled back down into the wedge, we bounced off of that support below and came all the way back up towards the middle of the wedge. So looking totally fine here, guys. I'm not worried about this one at all. If you are already in the stock, a lot of people that pull up my videos, they're searching for stocks that they're already invested in. What I have to say to you guys is this stock looks okay. I'm not super bearish on this. I did say in my previous video that it's looking a little toppy, right? We have gone from less than $1 to, when I made the video before, it was at like $58 or $59, now at $48 over the last year. So you guys have made incredible gains if you've been in this stock since then. Most people haven't. Most people, you know, got in at some point along the ride, and maybe you have made some decent gains. But this stock, regardless of where you got in, this stock has gone just absolutely nuts over the last year. So, you know, it pulling back from 59 to 48 is nothing in the grand scheme of things. And if you guys got in at the wrong time, I'm sorry to hear that and see that. But sometimes a pullback is healthy. When you have a stock that goes from 59 cents to $59, there needs to be a pullback. There needs to be a consolidation to kind of recoup, take a breather before you head up again. So it does seem like that's what this is doing, because the consolidation coming off of a massive bull run. And usually consolidation patterns are continuation patterns, which means it's going to continue whatever was happening before the consolidation. And what we had before was a bull run, so it should continue to the upside. This is a probability play, which means it's not a guarantee. There are no guarantees in the stock market. This is a probability play, which means there's a higher probability that this is going to break to the upside than to the low side, than to the downside, but it's not a guarantee, right? This is a probability. Now, when we break out above this blue line right here, this overhead resistance, that is our confirmation to enter a trade and target our price target. And I believe in the previous video I had $80 as our price target, and I think I said I would probably personally get out at like 77 or 78 just to play it safe, take my profits before we hit that $80 price target. But on the other side of things, if we break down and we break under this bottom support right here, this blue line right here, in that what looks like maybe $43 range, if we break down under this blue line, I would not be in this stock if it were my money. I'm not in it now, but if I were in it, I would be a seller at that point, because that is an indicator to me that we're heading further to the downside. Just like if we break above this blue line, where it's an indicator that we're heading to the upside, if we break down below this blue line, the support line, it's an indicator to the downside, right? This works both ways. I mean, stock charts, in theory, you should be able to flip them upside down and be able to chart them out exactly the same way, right? You got to look at this both ways, from a bull perspective and a bear perspective, or else you are looking at it with a bias, right? You have to try to look at this from an unbiased perspective as best you can. All right, so just be aware, if we break below this blue line, it's not a good look for Riot, and I would not want to be in it. And if we break above this top blue line, then it's going to look fantastic. Okay, guys, that's what I've got for Riot. If you want more analysis on this stock chart and this company, please check out the video that I made a couple days prior to this video. It's on my channel. Now let's jump over to the stock chart, and I'm going to do this real quick because that's really not the point, the main point of this video. Let's jump over to the other chart that I wanted to show you guys. It's just something real quick and interesting I just found right before I hit record on this, and it's IDEX. Ideanomics, stock ticker IDEX. I'm going to show you guys real quick what I see here. Just one little pattern. It's going to take like 5 seconds of your time. I see right here a triple bottom. A triple bottom is a reversal pattern coming off of a bear trend. Here's our bear trend right here, coming all the way down in. And you got boom, one touch, bounce up, boom, a second touch, bounce up, boom. We just hit it today, a third touch. Now, as long as we don't continue to the downside and break through, this looks like a triple bottom, which is a bullish indicator for a stock chart. And how you play this is you connect these two tops, and now you have a channel right here, right? You see, you guys see this sideways moving channel, right? So you have your bear trend coming down into the channel. Boom, first hit. You hit boom, first hit on the top, second hit on the bottom, second hit on the top, third hit on the bottom. Ideally, what you want to see is us come up to the top of this channel and then break through. If we break through right here, that is extremely bullish. That means that this triple bottom was a it worked, right? It worked as a triple bottom. We broke through the prior resistance right here, and we're heading to the upside. That is your entry point. That is you know, what you want to see. So I will be watching IDEX, Ideanomics, to break through this resistance right here. As long as we bounce off of this line right here, as long as we continue to the upside tomorrow. You know, if we start breaking down tomorrow, then you know, this is a busted pattern, and move on to the next one. I don't want anything to do with it, or look for the next setup. But for now, it looks like we may be about to bounce off of it and head to the upside. So if you're in IDEX, maybe you're already bullish on it. You probably like what you see, because there's a good chance we're going to head to the top of this channel again, head, you know, up here to 340, 330, somewhere in that range. And then I would be even more bullish if we broke through that, right? Because then you have this prior resistance is now underneath you, acting as support to the upside. So I will be watching this one and reassess as we move along. Okay, guys, so that's what I've got for Riot and IDEX. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you're not a subscriber here, if this is your first time watching this channel, hit that subscribe button. This is exactly what I do in every video that I make on this channel, almost every single video. Do stock chart pattern analysis. I use TradingView. I've got links down below if you want a TradingView account. Sign up totally for free. Use my referral link below, please. It helps me out a little bit. Throws me a couple of TradingView coins. It's the currency the free currency that they have in their platform anyway. So lots of links down below if you guys are interested in you know, trading books, prior videos that I've made, things like that. So go check that stuff out. And if you liked the video, hit that like button for me, please. It helps me out tremendously. If you're not a channel member yet, you want to see my trades in real time, my buys, my sells, my thoughts on if I'm going to buy or sell a stock, consider joining the channel. Hit that join button. It's a membership. It's a subscription-based thing. And you get to see all those things that I post in my YouTube posts. Okay, guys, that's what I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.